up, guys? I just wanted to start off this video.
I'm getting my nails done tomorrow also, I'm just realizing.
Thank the Lord.
But I just wanted to, first off, thank you guys for supporting my videos and watching my past vlogs, because this is the most consistent I've been. I wanted to start this video being a little different. I wanted to do something more as like spend an evening with me, like a cozy evening. But we're gonna start off the evening with rollerblading because we're at the beach. Can you grab
We're trying to grab this big old box.
My arm was about to break off. I got rollerblades. He's gonna run because I refused to run.
We'll get you a longboard one day.
Yeah, we'll get. Oh, a longboard would be fun.
Okay.
He said, "Will get me on board." I heard longboard.
I said like we'll get you a long. I don't know. We'll get you on board. That's what I meant. Yeah.
I heard longboard. I said, "Ooh." We're gonna do a little skate and run on the beach, which is beautiful. It's 75 degrees here on the coastline and way hotter inland, like 102 I think it was. So I'm gonna get these on and let's hope and pray to God. I am a good skater, but I haven't skated in a long time, so you guys will see that, I guess. So let's get rolling. Get me on the... Alright, I just have to get my feel. A lot harder than I expected it to be, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I'm determined. We're getting there. I can do this. So I wanted to dedicate this specific section of this YouTube video to my Q&A that I had posted on my Instagram for you guys to ask any and all questions. And you guys actually asked some pretty good questions, so I'm really excited to answer them. I gotta grab my phone, but once I grab my phone, we're gonna get right into it. I also wanted myself to try to be open to some of the questions that you guys were asking. I do lead a very private life and I do share only what I want to be shared, but I know you guys may be curious about a lot of things, so I'm gonna try my best to answer those to where you guys would be satisfied in a sense, but where, you know, we can keep still keep the privacy and everything leveled out. But yeah, I'm excited to answer these. The first one is, what is your career/profession? Before I got into social media and the fitness influencing thing, I was a cosmetologist. I am a cosmetologist. I have my license and everything. I own my own business, little hair salon, inside a hair salon called Kayla Nicole Hair Salon, which is still up and running in Lacey, Washington today. So go visit there if you want. And I did hair. I specialized in doing curly hair, but I also did, you know, all the basics, I would say, with color cuts and all that good stuff. And I genuinely really liked it. My mom is the one who started doing hair, I'd say like in 2013, 2014. And then just from then on, I've been like raised in the environment of just like women, you know, just a salon environment. And I've always loved it. So I just ended up doing it. But later on, I got into working with some brands and getting into the fitness community and just kind of curating my own brand as myself through social media. That's basically what I do now. Next one. When did you start your workout journey and when did you notice major changes? So I basically have been on and off with my workout journey since I was like 15. My mom, dad, my stepdad, everybody, they were in the fitness world. They competed and all that good stuff. Well, they used to compete. And so like I was raised around like seeing the meal prep and just measuring out their food. So I was like, I want to try this because I like growing up, I was naturally a little thicker, but then I lost weight, but I wanted to maintain and build muscle. And I was like 15, 16. So I was like, if I lost the weight, I want to do it right. I ended up working out, you know, here and there and going on like a meal plan. This was all my choice, not my mom's. I told her I wanted to try it and she was like, yeah, just be safe. And you know, she knew a lot about it, so she could help me through everything. Then I fell off, you know, I was in high school, so it wasn't anything serious. And I ended up just losing a lot of weight. Like I became very petite and small, which is insane to me. And that was over a span of like 3 years. And that's when I was like, I need to gain this weight back because there's nothing wrong with petite women, but for my preference, I was like, I have no muscle, I'm tiny. I wanted to get that back. And so that was like a fuel for me to get back in the gym and build muscle. So ever since 2015 to 2021, 2022, I was on and off. And then from 2021 to 2022, I like started training. Like there's a difference between working out and training. It's like working out is like, you know, you're keeping your body healthy, you're doing what you need to do, but training is like you have like split workouts almost, and like you're training for a specific reason. Like literally you're training for a specific reason, whatever that reason may be. You're going hard training. Yeah, I started taking that way more seriously, and when I genuinely took that more seriously, I started seeing results. Now mind you, everybody's body is different, so everybody can see results sooner, later. I mean, it's also based on genetics, but for me, I started seeing results within like 4 months, I would say. You have to stay patient and wait to see them because those results are so gratifying and so worth it, and it makes you like realize it's like, okay, yeah, I was so patient. Clearly I'm not doing this for nothing. It is working. I'm gonna trust the process and go even harder. Another question is, how's your walk with God and what are your plans? Any kids too? My walk with God is a journey. You know, I'm like this with my consistency and I'm trying my hardest to get back on at a more consistent level, but that's why they call it a walk with God, because it's like you're not going to be perfect within this journey. And that's the whole reason. The more you learn about him and the more you dedicate your time and your being to him, it will just kind of become easier to devote all of that to him. So it's like I'm getting back in my groove, but overall, in comparison to like a few years ago, my personal walk with God has been amazing. I've gotten so much closer to him, and it's amazing. It's something that you have to do if you guys choose, you know, Christianity and stuff like that. If you choose to go that route, like it's a personal walk, a feeling that you can't necessarily describe because it's your own personal experience with him, but it feels so amazing. So yeah, my walk with God is amazing. It's still going, but I'm working on it and continuously dipping into the Bible, watching my Sunday services or anything that I can. So also, I have no kids. I plan to get married one day, have kids, continue with my brand and my business as itself, and to just have a happy, peaceful, loving life. What is your advice for depression? It gets better. Now, I get it, it's cliche. I've struggled with depression my entire life. Horrible depression and anxiety. It's bad. Was bad. But I will say now it gets better. Don't cut yourself off from something that brighter days could be possibly coming around the corner. Okay, so another question is, how do you stay motivated to work out even on your lazy days? About that, I have none. I will sit there and I'll be like, I want to sit here and eat Cocoa Puffs in my PJs and just watch YouTube or Netflix all day. Like, that is genuinely how I feel a lot. But it's less about motivation and more about discipline. To be disciplined is such a blessing, because being disciplined just turns into a web for so many other great things to come about. So to have that discipline and to get yourself up, to make yourself get up, like say in your head, like, all right, let me just at least start with a 20-minute walk on the treadmill. Start soft. Normally, once you get whatever, if you take pre-workout, if you get whatever pre-workout pump in, then by then you're like, all right, I'll try this workout set. And then by then it's like, oh, I'm in the mood. I'm like, I'll do my normal workout. That's normally how I do it. Discipline is less motivation, more discipline. Because there are days where I don't feel motivated at all, and that discipline needs to kick in. What's your favorite skincare product? Your skin has been glowing. First of all, thank you. I appreciate that. Second of all, my skincare I usually use like Rodana Fields. I actually got it from my boyfriend's mom, and that worked great. I used the Blemish, something along those lines. They have like packs, like face wash, toner, like little sets. And I just switched to Medicube, which is also working wonders. And I'm using the Medicube toner pads, the Medicube clearing, exfoliating. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's blue bottles by Medicube and it says clearing on it. So that's a face wash. A niacinamide, 15% niacinamide serum from Medicube. That's been working pretty good so far. I've been using it for about a week now, so I like that so far. My favorite product would definitely have to be my toner pads. What's one thing you do that makes you feel confident? Daily mantras. Daily mantras. I tell myself I radiate love, beauty, positivity, and happiness. And I just tell myself that I radiate that. I am that. I am my mantra. And I say that. And you know, when I say that, I normally go in the sauna every day during a workout. And I like going in the sauna and kind of just like grounding myself, meditating a little bit, and then just repeating my mantras about myself. That like, it just helps you mentally a lot. I also pray. So it's like both, really. I mean, ooh, this is a good one. If you could do one exercise for the rest of your life, what is it? What would it be? One exercise. If I could do one exercise for the rest of my life, what would it be? Hip thrusts. Duh. I mean, everybody might hate hip thrusts, but the results from hip thrusts, T. And it's a compound workout. Compound meaning it works multiple muscles within your body. One of the questions, I'm going to answer this one first and then I'll answer the other one. I wanted to answer more so the questions towards me or my brand or something first that you guys had, and then I wanted to answer the ones that you had maybe about my relationship or anything about that. So one of the questions was, how did you and Jeremiah meet? For those who don't know or are new here, Jeremiah is my boyfriend. How did we meet? So this is actually a really funny story. He probably tells it better than I can. It's just very interesting. So let me just preface this first. I'm not judgmental about anybody that chooses to date through dating apps. That is totally fine, totally your preference. However you want to do it, you do it. Me personally, I never felt like I genuinely wanted to go through like a dating app necessarily. I don't know, that was just preference. There was one day where my mom told me about this dating app called Raya. I looked at my mom, and knowing my preference, I looked at my mom and I was like, why are you even, like, tell me about it, sure, but like, you know me and you know I'm not gonna do that. But she told me about it, and basically what she told me, Raya is basically, this is not sponsored by the way, I'm just telling the story. Raya is basically this dating app that is, I want to say this without it being like, oh, Raya is this high profile, like this is not how I'm saying it, but literally describing Raya, this is what it is. It's a very exclusive dating app where people like actors, singers, athletes, anywhere in those tiers that genuinely want more privacy, business owners, lawyers, doctors, all that stuff. Anyone in those tiers that kind of want a little bit more privacy, the acceptance rate, I don't know. I have heard that it was hard to get into because they do all these background checks and whatever. So you don't have to have like thousands of followers, but you have to have a really good solid job. You have to have a somewhat of like a solid background. I'm sorry if I'm not saying this correct, but that is from my, knowing. So my mom kind of told me about it. She was like, just try it. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, it might just be fun. Like, just see who's on there. Like, be nosy, see who's on there. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, we'll try this. I'm not taking this seriously, like, at all. I signed up for Raya and sent a notification like, we'll let you know if you're accepted. Send you a text. That's it. I'd say like maybe a few weeks later, I got a text that I was accepted. Anyways, to cut the story short, I ended up seeing Jeremiah on there. Now, me and Jeremiah followed each other back in like 2020, 2021 for like a little bit, like small amount of time. And we like exchanged some conversations, but it never went anywhere and we unfollowed each other. No reason at all. But I saw him on there again and I was like, what? I know you. So of course I like liked him. Like, he's gonna know who I am. Like, this is gonna be funny. Like, what are you doing here? Like the little Spider-Man like meme where they're like, what are you doing here? Basically, yeah. We conversed a little bit on there, got our numbers, and just continued to talk through there. By like the first week, second week, we both deleted the app and was like, we don't need that, and just continued to talk, and has been the best, most healthiest relationship, most successful relationship that I have been in to date. And it's almost our year anniversary, nearing our year anniversary. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my questionnaire, my Q&A section of this video. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna get ready for bed. Yeah. Mm-hmm.